Greetings. Welcome to Sophisticated Intuition. This is your general what can you expect for the year of 2022 message. Remember, it is a general message and may not resonate with all of you. Be sure to check out your moon and ascendant signs for more information. Also, Sophisticated will be introducing a catalog of meditations for the new year, of course, by yours truly. So go ahead and subscribe so you can get your notification when those are released. I'm excited for the new year, so let's find out what you can expect. All right, this is going to be for Scorpio. All right, Spirit for Scorpio, what can they expect for the year of 2022? All four quarters, please. The sign of Scorpio. What can they expect for the year of 2022? Oops. All right. Okay. The sign of Scorpio. What can they expect for 2022? Okay, I mean with this Aries card, it's like the Aries and the Empress, and I forgot who else. Just been coming out for everybody. Okay, what do we got here? The 11th house is at the bottom. This is the house of friendships, groups, and social activities where we are involved. It covers teams, friends, groups, society, technology, projects, and social media, as well as originality, eccentricity, social justice, rebellion, and humanitarianism. I connect. Okay, Scorpio, so I feel like your online footprint is about to increase this year. Okay, I feel like you might be whatever your advocacy is about, that you are going to be preaching and teaching as much as you can, and spreading the word, spreading the gospel. Whatever you have to say, you are going to say it. You are going to be on social media for the year 2022. Okay, Scorpio, that's coming up for you. All right, now let's go ahead and get the rest of this message out for Scorpio, please, Spirit. Thank you. What can they expect for the year of 2022? Okay. All right. Ooh, okay, that's like 3 minutes. I got the Sun over here, and then we got King of Wands and Seven of Swords. We'll put those back and let's see. Just remember they came out. Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. Sign of Scorpio in the 4th quarter. Whoa. Okay. I don't know if that came out earlier. I think it did. Anyway, what do we have? King of Swords. Okay. Some clear decisions are being made, okay, for Scorpio. Clear decisions. I feel like you're going into this year with a clear mind. You might be doing what I'm doing. So I'm not a big drinker, not at all. Even like, most of us who participate in alcohol started in our teenage years, right? Like, rebellion, right? But I didn't. I started drinking when I was 21, when like on my 21st birthday, I think it was, when I had my first alcoholic drink. I don't like the smell of alcohol. So I'm not a really big drinker, but I feel like obviously as time goes on, and you have your life experiences, I think I've increased my drinking, not to a level of alcoholism or anything like that, but I do spiritual work. And you need to have a clear mind. And people call on me at any given time. In the middle of the night, people need me. You know what I mean? So, like, I have kind of decided that I'm going to even taper back even more. Okay. Like, basically for me, I would have a drink like once a week. That's what I do. I have a drink once a week. And I would say more than one drink on that one night I have once a week. But the effects of it, it's not even about the drinking that night and kind of winding down. It's the effects that last like 2 or 3 days after it. Okay. That limit me from what I am supposed to be doing. So I've kind of made a declaration that I'm going to reduce that even more in my new year. Right. So that I can have a clear mind. Well, in an effort to do that for the celebration, I plan to drink tea. Okay, going into the new year instead of having alcohol. So I said all of that, revealed all my secrets, okay? Because this King of Swords is kind of giving me that energy for you, Scorpio, is that you're kind of making some very clear and concise decisions about life for the new year, okay? All right, let me clarify. All right, for Scorpio, what is it that they need to, or what is it that they can expect in the year of 2022? Okay. Beautiful. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So Knight of Swords, okay, comes rushing in with the truth, okay? So you might be expecting someone to come and give you some news, okay? I don't want to say good or bad, but news, okay? Why do I feel like this is a very specific message, Scorpio, but with that 11th house energy where I picked up like a lot of social media activity, and now with the Knight of Swords and the King of Swords, I kind of feel like at the very beginning of this year, somebody is about to go tell all your business on social media, or vice versa. You are going to go tell all the business on social media, and then they get blocked or you get blocked, because here's Saturn, the boundaries. Okay. Your message is coming out very, very specific. So somebody's tapping in here. Okay. Saturn showed up: boundaries, limitations, delays, responsibilities. So I feel like you will feel a little blocked in at the very beginning in the first quarter of the new year. Now, that very specific message, somebody's getting blocked, okay? You're blocking someone out, or they're blocking you out, period, okay? But for those, for others of you, you're just setting up boundaries and limitations for people around you. I feel like you need to get focused, and that's why this King of Swords is here, and in setting those boundaries, those limitations, because you have a lot of responsibilities right now. Okay, looks like it's coming out to be a little bit of a serious message for you here. Next to it is the Aquarius card. Okay, this is the second quarter, but it's giving me Aquarius energy, which would be which would land in the first quarter. This Aquarius season would be in the first quarter. However, what I'm getting off of this is the Queen of Swords, okay? The one who cuts things off that no longer serves her and truly sets the boundaries. See, the King of Swords makes clear decisions, okay? He makes decisions with his head and not his heart to do what's best for the kingdom and for himself and for his queen. The Queen of Swords is a little bit more selfish, where she's not too concerned about how it's going to impact others. She only wants to be sure that she is safe. That's the Aquarian energy that I'm getting off of this card. So she, he, whatever, we all have divine masculine and divine feminine within us. Please don't get caught up on the genders. But I feel like there's a lot of drawing the line in the sand for the Scorpios, okay? Now, for those of you who that very specific message resonates with, because this could have already happened where somebody blabbed all your business on social media. And if it wasn't social media, maybe they told all the friends in a group message or something. It's something like that. I don't know. But anyways, you're already at that point where you have made the divided line, okay? But I do feel like, and you may actually be in connection with an Aquarius. You know, we don't harp on zodiacs and how they connect in terms of the cards, because they're all relative here. But the message that I gave the Aquarians is kind of similar to the message that I'm giving to you, Scorpio. So you might actually be in connection with an Aquarius, or you have the Aquarius in your chart, okay? All right. Then in the third quarter, we have second house. This is the house of resources, material, possessions, and values. Here is where we see our belongings, wealth, and finances, as well as the pillars on which material, intellectual, and emotional security is developed. I have. And when I get down to the second level here, I will show you how that you're very much in the third quarter protecting your investments. Oh, look, I dropped the card. Protecting your investments, protecting your materials. You're very protective in the third quarter, okay? Okay. Then in the fourth quarter, I need to go and get my book. I should have had it out here. Anyways, Aries has shown up for quite a few people in the same placement, okay? Or just in the 2022 period. So I do feel it is giving me that Emperor energy, okay? It really is. This getting control, okay? There is a very controlling energy that's coming up. So I don't know where the Aries what's going to be going on in the Aries zodiac in the fourth quarter, but I encourage you to look it up because it must be something powerful. Okay. Mars is the ruler of Aries, so I would include that in your research as well. Okay, but I do feel like it's a getting control in the fourth quarter of 2022 for you, Scorpio. Okay, now here we go. Three of Coins. Three of Coins talks about rebuilding. Okay, but it was clarified by the King of Cups, who is a little bit detached. So I feel like, Scorpio, because of everything else that came out, that you're going to be feeling a little bit detached from whoever wants to rebuild with you. Okay? I feel like I'm hearing like love them with a long-handed spoon. Okay? Okay. For those of you who don't know that saying or that phrase, it's just meaning that you're not going to reveal all of your emotions to this person. There's trust issues here. Okay? That's what I'm getting. There's trust issues. Okay? Then we have in the second quarter, oh, my nose is itching something crazy. I must be onto something. Aquarius energy was over the top. Let's keep that in mind. All right, which was giving me that Queen of Swords type energy. Then we have the King of Pentacles, clarified by Temperance. Okay, Sagittarius energy. So the King of Pentacles, you know, he's the bank. Okay, he is stability. He is longevity. Okay, when you think about a tortoise, okay, they live for 100-some years. Okay, and then you have Temperance, which can talk about reconciliation. It can talk about patience and healing. It's the perfect blending. So it feels like and thank you, Spirit. Okay, with the tortoise, you know, we know they're slow. Okay. Now we also know. Now I done seen some videos, and I know y'all have too. They can move pretty fast, but they are known to be a little slothful, right? They prefer to take their time. Okay, so I do feel like in the second quarter, Scorpio, there's an essence here of taking your time and being patient. Okay, being slow to anger. Okay, focusing on your growth. Okay. See here in the third quarter, it's just running right together here. So this was the I have card in that second house, which was very protective over your possessions. Here we are, the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, that is the ultimate possession card. This is the physical manifestation of everything you ever wanted. Here, clarified by the Seven of Wands. Yeah, nobody is getting through that. Otherwise, this is guidance for you. Okay, for some of you, you're just really on the defense. You are like, you have alarm systems and cameras, and you're not playing around. Okay, in the third quarter, you may have come up, especially with the King of Pentacles here, you may have come up in the second quarter into the third quarter, and you're just like very protective over that. Others of you, you're very protective over your family because that's what's valuable to you. It's a protection of valuables in the third quarter. Okay. And others of you, this is about your spirituality, where you are very protective over your legacy here. Okay. Okay. And it's almost an intuitiveness here, because what I'm seeing next with the Aries energy, which also can be, you know, it's the Emperor, who's very controlling, has a lot of power and authority, but is also, it's Aries energy, which is a little, you know, can be a little feisty, and they like to fight. And you know, they're the first, they're TTG, you know, trained to go 1, 2, 3, look at me sideways and I'm coming at your neck. That's an Aries type of energy. And so here we have the Five of Wands, okay, and the Six of Pentacles, okay. And I'm hearing keep that same energy. Oh, Scorpio, don't be getting no fights, okay. Okay. I'm hearing keep that same energy with the Six of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. It's giving me that. So it's almost like in that third quarter, that you start protecting everything that means something to you. For some of you, this is just simply material value, actual financial wealth. It might rub some people the wrong way, quite a few people with the Five of Wands, okay? And so it may be even somebody who feels like they were a part of your come up, or vice versa. Put the shoe on the foot that it fits, where you felt like you were a part of their come up, and it causes some friction here into the third, fourth quarter. And it's like, keep that same energy. Remember that, because when I get to where I'm at, don't come begging from me. Six of Pentacles energy. Okay. Wow, very specific, Scorpio. Let's get on out of here. Let me get you a animal spirit for the sign of Scorpio. What can they expect in the year of 2022, please? Whoop, right away. Bring a gentle touch, dear spirit. Okay. All right, let's see. Get the book. Dear spirit. Not dear spirit, but a dear spirit. Bring a gentle touch, okay? Remember to be kind, okay? Kindness is powerful. Let me read it. The time has come to be gentle and diplomatic when dealing with others. You might have found yourself in a situation where negotiations are necessary in order to reach your goal. Be mindful of the words you choose, but do not worry. Dear Spirit reminds you that you have the ability to be sure-footed and confident while showing humility and respect for others. You will find that your capacity for calm and grounded communication is heightened at this time. Follow the way of dear spirit and you will do well, gaining the respect of others and finding common ground that is pleasing to you. Remember that understanding others and their needs will be more powerful at this time than putting your own first. If you do that, you will be rewarded tenfold. What do they say? You can get more with honey than you can with shit. Oh man, I know I just messed that completely up, but I think you get where I'm going. Like, first of all, excuse my language. I told myself I wasn't going to be using swear words. I'm working on it, y'all. I've gotten really good because I used to be a real potty mouth. But anyways, you can attract more. I don't know. Okay, I can't think of the saying, but I think you know where I was going with that. Like, be kind. Okay, there's a powerfulness in kindness. Okay, that may actually help you avoid some of this drama. Okay, these aren't major arcanas, and we haven't even gotten into the new year, so all of this energy can shift because you are the co-creator. So treat people with kindness, and maybe you can avoid some of this noise at the end of the year. Okay, that's how I'm feeling for you, Scorpio. All right, let's get a lover's oracle for the sign of Scorpio. What can they expect in 2022? Oh, how many is that? Just one, please. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. Oh, that's sweet. Okay. I just feel like that's for the Scorpios who are separated from someone. I just heard for those who may be in connection with folks who are incarcerated, possibly. Okay. They wanted you to hear that, know that. I feel like there may be some of you who are actually going to experience that, right? Having to be separated because of an incarceration and maybe on a higher vibration. I don't know if it's higher. Really, honestly, from my observation, because I have seen and experienced both. Those who are going off into the military, who are being called back to duty, even. I feel like that might be coming up for some of you Scorpios. Just, there was a shift in energy real quick when I pulled that card. So that's like completely aside from all of this. It may not have anything to do with the person that you're romantically involved with, because this very specific to a romantic connection here. This my beloved, okay? For others of you, this is for your loved one who has transcended to the other side, okay? Okay, Spirit, all right. The later it gets, the deeper we go. All right, for the sign of Scorpio, what magic can they expect for the year of 2022? Wow. Who else got this one? And it just flew out for you. Triple moon, embracing all aspects of yourself, the divine and the earthly. Okay. Just like with them, I think it was Libra. I think it was just Libra who got this. But just like with them, I get the same type of energy where there's a little bit of shadow work that's happening because, you're having to. I feel like Scorpio, obviously, not all of you, but in your youth, okay, or in some days before you were better, okay, before you got to your good nature, you were TTG, trained to go, okay, and all you needed, okay, was a little push, okay, with this Aries energy going on here, but you've outgrown that. The Scorpios I'm talking to have outgrown that. You've evolved, right? But there may just be some things like for me, for instance, I was TTG when I was younger. I mean, you really couldn't even look at me sideways and I was ready to fight. I've definitely outgrown that, learning the consequences, experiencing the consequences of that behavior, right? That'll shift you, that'll change you. But there are still some things that can trigger me in that way. And one of them is my children. Please don't do it, right? So we all have that. We all have that red button that can be pushed. So I do feel like you're going to be embracing that quite possibly in the latter part of the year where something comes up, it triggers you. And then you have to reflect on the changes that you've made in your life to be better than that. Okay. To be better than that, what's triggering you. Okay. All right. Let me see. What am I missing? Timing. Okay. Scorpio. What can they expect in the year of 2022, please, for Scorpio? Okay. Looks like everybody got an even amount of timing for these messages, so that pleases my heart. All right. For the sign of Scorpio, what can they expect in the year of 2022? Woo. Leo energy. Release the power of your heart. I wanna giggle because this card came out for the Leos. Their message was completely different for you from yours. Okay, so I definitely it's similar in energy of what I explained to them, which I mentioned the Care Bears. Okay, and that little heart shaped Care Bear that when they're being their little Care Bear. I'm sorry, y'all. But I really gotta go like YouTube that and Google it or whatever so I can see it so it can get the image can get out of my mind. But release the power of your heart. 5 weeks, 5 months, okay? The angel number 5 is about change. But for you, Scorpio, releasing the power of your heart is that you operating from a kind place, from a place of love, okay? Again, if you learn that early on and set these boundaries that you need to set in the new year, at the beginning of the new year, then you might be able to avoid the noise towards the end here. Okay. All right. That seems to be your message. I repeated myself several times. I am wishing you all the happiest of New Year's, filled with peace and prosperity, love and light.